are live. Hopefully. Shit, I gotta test this. Yes, I'm live. Silence. Forgot to stop my alarms. Anyway, we are live, people. Hopefully there are people and it's not just me. Yeah, it's literally just me. Great. So this is a challenge stream. If there's no one to watch it, there's no challenge. Oh no. The only thing I thought couldn't go wrong. Oh well. In any case, we're starting this challenge stream. The latency is not bad, hopefully. Let me just... Yeah. Hopefully the latency is not super like bad. And in case you're wondering, the rules of the challenge are as follows. I can only stay within Blender only. The rule 2 is, please don't ask me to do anything that is against TOS, like YouTube's TOS or whatever. And the third rule is just have fun. Just have fun. It's great. So the way it works is on chat, only like subscribers can post messages in chat, but I will be looking through your messages in chat, and hopefully those messages will be suggestions for what need I be doing in this challenge. Nice project names. Yeah, I only have Untitled, Untitled, and Untitled, and Untitled, and the first one is Bubs because it's a bubble. Oh no, I have a shader one. I never name my projects. Anyway, hopefully messages will start coming and I'll know what I'll be doing on this challenge soon. If you're a subscriber to the channel and if you are able, in like more than 1 minute, I guess, you're able to just keep prompting me forever while I have few people watching. You can give me infinite prompts. So if more people start just joining like crazy, I'll have to limit it, but I doubt it's gonna happen. So waiting to read your suggestions and what crazy challenge will I be doing today. I call that the mayhem challenge because you never know where it's gonna go, and people will keep like prompting me new challenges, hopefully. In any case, while nobody seems to have to be while nobody is being creative on chat, I even have like a cool nice challenge overlay while I wait. Okay, hand. Fine. I just mentioned something and immediately I get like 2 impossible challenges, but it's fine. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Nothing is gonna go wrong. Let me just get rid of the overlay and let's start. So first challenge, rice in wooden bowl, easy. Glass / crystal hand with some fancy shader. Right, let's get a table in here. Plain. Let's get a table like 2 SY. Whoops. to, let's pretend that this is a table. I will not get some random, I'll just probably use let me get a circle with about like 8 is fine. And I'm already having problems selecting the circle because of course I am. So a bowl with rice and then a crystal hand. Oh, I'm starting with the bowl obviously because it's easy, right? And you want to get the easy things down first. Let me just add a subsurface. Shade auto smooth, probably. Then we can add some loop cuts. And this bowl is more like a plate than a bowl, so let's scale it on the locked on the z-axis. And now we have a sort of like a bowl. I'm still a little bit worried because I have no idea what heavy blending is gonna do with the stream, because it's my first time streaming and I have no idea just how much CPU the streaming itself is gonna consume. And of course I had to use some very complicated overlays because it's me. So if the stream starts chugging, I'll have to get rid of some stuff probably. Actually, probably better to put the thing here on top, then apply it, then add some loop cuts. Is this a decent bowl? I don't know. If I keep like being super perfectionist on those things, I will never. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'll never finish a single one of those prompts. And Goomba with realistic hands. The third suggestion is already meta. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, material preview is chugging, so I'm gonna keep on the viewport. So how will we add like the rice? I love geometry nodes, but I also hate geometry nodes, so I'm gonna try to use geometry nodes. I almost never use it. Here's a pro tip: you can hide things and then delete the rest of it. So now I have the thing that's gonna be the rice. It looks like a weird lamp. Something like this. Geometry nodes. I'll never use this spreadsheet, so I'll always collapse it. I don't care. Instance, let's see. Instances, points, point. Distribute points on faces. Geometry. Whoop. Where is join geometry? Join geometry. Add a subdivision surface and maybe add a displacement modifier. Where is it? Where's displacement? Displace modifier. Before with like a cloud texture or something. Yeah. Then we drop the strength. So that's a little bit wavy. Just shade smooth for now. And now we have a lot of points to distribute, and we need like rice grains. Let me see what we can do for rice grains. Maybe another ecosphere. I could use geometry nodes to do this, but I will not. I will do one from scratch with like 4, 3. No, I guess, yeah, I'll have to do 6. It's gonna be very heavy, but I'm committed to not let this stream be any any nice on my computer. What am I saying? Let's extrude this and try to make a rice grain. It's gonna be fine. Now nothing's gonna look like a nightmare. And then nice geometry as always. And a mirror modifier. Where's the mirror? Mirror on the Z. Oh. Now it looks like some medicine. Yeah, that's kind of acceptable as a rice shade smooth. Rice grain. Yeah, let's just move this into a collection called the rice. And then like duplicate it and scaled some. I could do this again with geometry nodes, but why bother? Input. Whoops, not object info, collection info. Collection info. I never know how to use collection things. I forgot about the instance on points. Yep, instance on points. Let's do this and the rice. Whoop, rice collection. This is already gonna chug my stream. That's great. Scale them down. Whoop, scale them down like a lot. See, I never know. Whoops, I never know what those options here on the collection info thing really do. So I just start clicking until it like makes sense. So random value into scale. Let's put 0.01 and 0.032. Yeah, it's kind of there. 0.02 maybe, because rice doesn't vary that much. Duplicate that, and also on rotation. Let me do this as a vector. Ooh, already looking mighty fine if I do so myself, and I do. 25, and this like this is a little bit too thick for rice. Should I try to fix this? Combine XYZ. Where is it? Oh yeah, utilities. Do I even have a combine? Yeah. Never used this node in geometry nodes before, but I'm a pro at shader nodes. This is only the Z. Oh no! What am I doing? It's better to just do this on the geometry here. See, I'm not good with geometry nodes. Is this one that needs to be a little bit more stubby? I should have applied this mirror modifier, but now I'm already too deep into it. Let me see. Yeah, realistic glass hands, Goomba, merging the last 2 prompts, and oh yeah, apparently I'm a new artificial intelligence. The name of the project is Fractal Paradox. You can find me on GitHub and totally brick your entire OS trying to install it. Compile me from GitHub. I'm actually a virus. Uh, 360? Of course not. 420. Why am I saying? Obviously, it needs to be like a meme number or something. More density. And I'm gonna switch to cycles because I never set up the like default file that you should set up, but I never do. So I always have to retype all of those. I'm gonna keep it out optics for now. All those values. And now if I go to render time, it's gonna take a while. Okay, it kind of looks like rice, but kind of not at the same time. Let's go to shading. And after not setting up my default scene, I don't have any like HDRIs to use because of course I'd have none because I never set up anything and always starts everything from scratch because I'm a badass like that. Let me see. Maybe make this bowl a little bit darker. More roughness. Looks like porcelain. Maybe? If I put like 0, I would still have to use a little bit. Yeah, it still would love a little bit more loop cuts. So let's add 1. Or actually, maybe I'm doing this wrong. Just bevel this. Yeah, now it looks better. Okay. So, white. So it looks like a dish. Let me put this towards like a more brownish color. It looks terrible. But maybe now I have to like set up the rice material. Guess what it's gonna have? It's gonna have subsurface scattering. Let's call it rice in all caps because why not? Select the rice material. Select the rice material. Rice! And now we can hide it because we can use like a very small sliver of the screen. I just realized that I'm technically leaking that I have Anaconda 3 on my home folder. Do with this information whatever you want. I thought since I was like only streaming a window, it was impossible to leak my personal information, but I was wrong. Anyway, let me just set up a very small preview window and then select one of those guys. Probably add some subsurface, scattering, roughness, a little bit less roughness. And what can I say? It's white. Maybe if I get a color ramp and then go from like a little bit like some of the rice is burned or something and completely white, and then get a point info. I guess it's point info now, right? Point info, particle info, point info. Oh no, I would have to set up. I don't wanna. Yeah, I would have to set up the. Yep, it's just black. I would have to set up the thing. These what's the name of the thing? No, I just blanked. The attributes. I would have to set up attributes anyway. Rice. And I don't want to do that, so it's gonna be white. and just white. Maybe if I use the subsurface color and give it a little bit of a yellow tint, it's still not gonna work. Change to fixed radius, that's probably better. Yeah, I just have to diminish the radius. The way I like to doing this is with the vector math node, because this way I can just input the initial values of 1, 0.2 and 0.1, and then divide them instead of like keep guessing. Divide them by like 5. I re-input 5 because I'm a dumbass. Will it work? Will it not work? Who knows? Let's try to change the HDRI and see. The rice looks blue, but if you catch it under right lighting conditions, maybe it will look better. Oh yeah, I should save. And you can't see, probably can't see my saving window in any way. Let's go to look at my files. I have a lot of files. I'm gonna go to stream mayhem 1 and save my project file before I forget. Rice challenge. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the most important thing. That is, whatever I do in this challenge, I have to post on my main challenge on my main channel. What is? Yeah, exactly. I'm changing the radius with vector math. So basically, this is the subsurface radius, like the default values are this, and instead of like keep clicking, I hate clicking this fucking thing and like changing the values, so I just plug a vector math node, and it's basically the same thing, but I have full access to it instantly, because I hate so much this like drop down options, especially when it's like the 3 or 4 options inside of the drop down and they're all sliders. Why does Blender keep doing this with UI? Anyway, whatever comes out of this challenge, I have to post on my main channel as a video, but probably this time it's gonna be like an image, so maybe a little animation. I will not render the animation on stream because last time I kept awake until like 4 a.m. the next day rendering. Last time was just a Discord thing. We made this challenge on Discord, and that was the origin of the video where the default cube melts. Yeah, I kept rendering this to like get to the deadline, so I'm giving myself a little bit of like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Teaspoon? Oh, that's a Brazilian expression actually. So forget about it. I'm giving myself a little slight advantage here, that I will maybe plan an animation and I'm gonna render it after the stream is over and I have some time to like think of camera angles and stuff. So the stream is gonna be just doing whatever you tell me to do. Oh yeah, I should definitely change to this guy, because random walk has the blue thing. Not that it will change much because there's intersection within. Oh, maybe if I go to geometry nodes and I realize all of that. instances, realize instances. Maybe it'll change. Let me see. No, it's still gonna be kind of blue. Actually, probably I should change this from subsurface to what am no shader, add shader, and the other shader should be translucent. Maybe that'll help a little bit. I usually don't like translucent because of that. But if I drop in a mix shader and then mix with the original again and use something like layer weight, like a Fresnel thing. Whoops. Now the rice is kind of translucent. Maybe that's not the best idea. Let me just... Yeah, I'll have to render it. Let me just change the HDRI on the background so I can actually start working with it. I'm gonna add a baller HDRI. Let me see. What do I have here? Oh yeah, I forgot. I always forget this. Linux. Thank you for not mounting my drives. HDRIs. What have we in terms of good lighting? Maybe some like nope, doesn't work. Something more of a... It's a little bit more interesting, but still not. No, I'll leave this. I'll leave this for now. After I figure out whatever else will I be doing. Okay. Now time to think about the crystal hand. Should I sculpt this? Why I keep hardening the challenge for myself? The thing is, my stylus isn't working. My tablet isn't working. Like, listen to this. It doesn't move the cursor. So I'm back with my mouse again. Like it's a very weird like Linux thing again. Pop! OS just updated, and then they added some settings, some like mouse and some tablet settings, and it just, unfortunately, they added like more options, and like so you can map your stuff and ever since they added that, the stylus works before you enter, like before you log in, and as soon as you move the mouse once, it stops working. So if I want to draw something, I just use only the stylus until I don't need it anymore. Then I move the mouse once and it stops working. So I had to use the mouse to set some things up on OBS, and it made my pen and tablet assembly thing stop working. So if any Linux heads know what's going on, please tell me. I would love to fix this, but I don't know where the problem is. Should I increase the density? Probably not with realize instances on. Right. Now, my options are sculpting with a mouse, a hand, which is like one of the hardest things to do already. -1 to 1. Actually, why is the scale so weird in here? Some geometry nodes things going on. Yeah, the things just they flatten themselves. Is it because of rotation? Are they already flat? But I didn't. Did I mess the model? No, they're normal. Is it some geometry nodes weird thing that I don't get? This was supposed to be rotation, not scale. Why do rotating it sideways make it flatter? I don't get it. But I need to randomize this rotation. Oh, that actually doesn't change. Oh, maybe it's because of the... No. The more extreme your rotation is, the flatter this thing will get. I don't get this. What's going on? Why you're scaling? You're not supposed to affect scale. You're just rotating the object. Why are you scaling it? Something. Mirror modifier. Do you think that's actually the problem? If I apply this, it's gonna solve it. Oh no, it wasn't. Should I apply scale or rotation? Should I actually rotate them on their side? So at least. Yeah, probably because I'm using relative scale, but nah, that's gonna work better then. Let's try to change some options. See, that's what I'm talking about when I see that I have no idea what any of those options here do. That's probably part of what's doing this weird thing. Anyway, let's just... Okay. No, I'll have to... I have to do the hand. I have to do the crystal hand. Nobody gave me any other challenge besides crystal hand and Goomba, apparently. They're feeling nice today. They're feeling like they're not in the mood to throw me a curveball, apparently, which is fine. I much prefer it that way. It would be a shame if that changed suddenly with like 500 different new prompts, but you know, that's not up to me. So I'll just keep quiet. Let's set up... I don't know why Blender doesn't comes with like show limits on for depth of field. Why would you wanna calculate depth of field? Oh right, I forgot about this. So let me introduce to you the loves of my life, my dogs. Apparently they really and only Blender, please. Only Blender, please. No AI things. I don't want to have to go there. Does that fix it? No, it doesn't fix it. Right, crystal hand. Crystal hand, crystal hand, crystal hand, crystal hand. Anything that I can do inside Blender is preferred, because if I have to go to like an AI prompt generator or something, and it's gonna be a little bit awkward to do that on stream. SX. Let's see if we can create like a low poly hand first. Why am I doing this on render view? I don't want my GPU to survive this day. Let's see. Trying to do one of those hand things that we do on 2D drawing. It's probably not gonna work, but at least I tried. Okay, actually, that's forgot what I said. That's actually may actually kind of work. Why am I saying actually 500 times? I don't know. And of course, it needs to be a totally realistic, accurate hand. Oh, it's a block. It's a Roblox hand. I forgot to scale that. Right. Now if I use the dirtiest trick on the book, I have kind of a hand. I could add an extra finger, and I would have the Gravity Falls journal hand. Little finger, slightly longer finger. Wait, is the number of joints correct? No, it is not. Of course it is not. I need to add an extra joint. Now it's correct. Will I make a realistic hand? I don't know. Can I make a realistic hand? I still don't know. Oops. By the way, this live ends in... Actually, I'm thinking about doing like a 3-hour live max. So this live ends at 5 p.m. here. Your local time zone may vary. So I'll be rushing to finish whatever prompt is left by then. So I can end the live and like do a little animation behind the scenes before posting on the channel. But yes, this is bag of rubber gloves. Wait, is this a prompt? Or is just making fun of my sorrow attempt at a hand, quick and dirty hand? Please clarify. Harshball. Harshball. I just realized that I'm not reading any of your guys' names. Sorry. So, Harshball. is not a prompt. Okay, thank you. A bag of rubber gloves would be an interesting thing. I like to see people suffer. Well, I don't like to suffer, honestly, but I understand that. Why haven't I? See, this is what I do with my projects. I never label anything. Ball. So when I need something to be gone, I can just click on the collection. I have to create a collection and then. Whoop, what did I do? Did I delete it? I thought I should move this to the table and then hide it again. So, will I be trying to make this hand a realistic hand using my mouse? No, there's no way. There's no way. No, there's no way. Did I sculpt things with mouses before I got a tablet? Yes. Am I able to do that again after sculpting for years with a tablet? No. Should I try for the stream for the sake of the meme? Maybe. Is this a right hand or a left hand? Type 1 for right, 2 for left. All right. True. That hand looks like my mom's hand. Chubby and hits hard. Well, I'm sorry your mom's hitting your mom. I'm sorry your mom hits you. I know it's a joke, but I just can't come up with a clever, quirky comeback, so I just defaulted to not knowing what to say. So right, we got a 2. So this is a. I already forgot which one was it, but I suppose this is a left hand now. And I'm probably breathing on the microphone super loud, and it's probably very annoying. Sorry for that. Sorry because of that. Oh, actually, the dogs are pretty calm today. It's a good day. They're not interrupting my live. I should stream every day. This way they keep quiet. Let's not jinx it. Let's not jinx it. So, is the first thing we should do try to get my stylus working again in live so I can sculpt this? No, it's not gonna work because it's Linux, and I would probably get into a 5-hour like terminal entry. So this is a left hand. Okay, it's a left hand. So in this side, we're gonna add the knuckles. I'm gonna go to edit mode. Never mind, I already apparently made the hand a right hand, so it's a right hand. We're gonna add some knuckles in here for no particular reason. Make it a little bit thicker around the ankles, knuckles. And this has not like a hint of actual decent geometry. Like all of my projects, none of them has any recognizable good geometry. They're all like terrible abominations. But the good thing is, unless you're streaming your process of doing things, nobody will ever know. So now you know. All of my projects are terrible abominations, and it start on this. Why is snapping on? No, I'm not crazy. Snap is not on. I was okay. Okay, I'm dumb. I was using vertex slide. I'll pretend this is a good hand, and I'm gonna start shading because I like shading above everything else in Blender. Crystal shader. So this is a great tutorial plug for my infinite mirror whatever tutorial. I'm gonna use a very good trick that I came up with myself that uses a mix shader, a glass shader, if I'm able to actually get this, a glass shader, and also a transparent shader. Transparency on the bottom, glass on top. Yep. And the geometry. And now back facing. And now it's glass on the inside and completely transparent on the outside. It's kind of weird to look at, but it looks like a... Actually, let me just add a diamond for... Where is it? Where is it? Diamonds. If you use this shader on a diamond, it sometimes looks better and sometimes not, because I don't remember the index of refraction of diamond, but it's about 1 point whatever, because all of them are about 1 point whatever. So this is glass. Diamond would be 1.3 something, right? I forgot already. Yeah, it's obviously the hardest part of doing a crystal hand is figuring out if it's left or right hand, because it's not like you can flip it or anything, right? It's obviously impossible to do such a thing. Gonna apply this. Wait, what did I apply this? Right. No optimal display. If I apply this, I can probably use sculpting. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So let's apply it and use sculpting anyway. Sculpting with a mouse, that's gotta be fun. Just let strength to as close to 0 as possible, and then just this is not even my mouse. I had a gaming mouse and it broke, so I found this for two reais in a thrift shop that was primarily destined to clothes. So I got this mouse for like what about like 30 cents in US currency in a thrift shop. And so it's not even my cool gaming mouse because it broke. It's a 30-cent thrift shop mouse. That actually is quite decent. I beat the Barrio Valley Dancer on Dark Souls 3 with this 30-cent mouse. So I wasn't able to beat her before with my cool gamer mouse. But actually that was because I sucked and my level was way too low for her. It was not just. It was not like, oh right, now I have this terrible minuscule mouse for my giant. What happened to my tablet? What happened to my tablet was Pop! OS decided to add new features for tablet users, and it completely broke my firmware or whatever, and I'm unable to make it work whenever like it works. Whenever like I turn on the computer and like I log in, if I do not touch my mouse, it will work until I touch my mouse. And the moment I like even nudge the mouse, the control of like the cursor goes immediately to the mouse and the tablet stops working. Like it still recognizes. I can see like the little lights blinking on the tablet when I like get near it with the stylus, but the computer stops recognizing it as like an input or something. I don't know. It was something after the like update to the way Pop! OS deals with tablets, and this is a terrible hand. It's a flat office. Yeah, it's probably something similar to like a little flat office mouse. It's not terribly ergonomic. It's like a Logitech mouse. Oh, it's a Logitech mouse. Oh, it's a Logitech M100. You can search that. You can search that in you got a picture of it. But I found it on a thrift shop for like 30 cents. Reinstall drivers. Oh, sweet summer child. Uh, do you even know the pain of a Linux users trying to do anything, especially when they are dumb and they don't know how the Linux ways work, but they still insist on using Linux because Linux is free? No? Yeah, I would have to like search for 500 hours of tutorials just to be able to change my desktop background or something. I'm kidding, actually. The changing desktop background is super easy. I don't think this hand is getting any better. I should have done like a backup of it, so if I mess it up on sculpting. Anyway, I'll probably get my tablet working again whenever I need to sculpt something and it's very important, like what I'm doing right now. But generally, it doesn't bother me because I immediately get distracted and do into doing something else, and then if it's something I can use the mouse for, I just don't remember. I actually, oops, I actually only remember that my tablet is not working when I need a new expression for one of my videos and I need to draw it, and then I look into the like set of expressions I have, and I think, wow, that would be very nice if I had like a very funny, disgusting expression here. So bad that I can't actually do it because my tablet isn't working, huh? And then I get the next best thing because I have like a million expressions already drawn and saved. And usually when I'm editing, I'm not keen into making new stuff unless it's for a random bad joke. Then I can do whatever you want. I can spend hours making like a Blender project file from scratch just to make a joke. That's how it works. That's how it is. Anyway, this hand is not getting any better, so I'm gonna do the best thing you can do when you feel like it's not getting any better. Nothing you're doing it's working. One, you go to Sketchfab and download a free hand or something. Two, you throw in the towel. Let me inflate it a little bit. You throw in the towel and call it low poly by using remesh. Actually, not remesh, decimate. Where's decimate? Decimate. Here. Ooh, it's a low poly hand. Wow, this is so great. Look at this art style. It's a stylistic choice, 100%. Look, it's not because it's bad. It's because it's low poly. So, I have no idea what happens to my views, honestly. I think YouTube just kind of looked at my, because I only got like so many views and like 10,000 subscribers because I posted a random video like 2 a.m. with a joke that I didn't even thought it was that funny. It's called Blender Artists Be Like, the first one, the original one, the OG one. And then YouTube kind of just threw me into like a meme channel or something, and then I started making tutorials, and then YouTube just kind of, oh, so he is a tutorial channel now, so let's hope that he does videos that are like 500 hours in length and it are super engaging, or we can just nuke him out of the platform because he is boring and nothing he does is actually interesting, except when he makes like random joke videos at 2 a.m. or like super long in-depth tutorials or something like this. Like I did like the shading, the water shading tutorial, and it's my best performing video yet after the monetization of the channel. Well, excusing Blender Artists Be Like Part 2, which is a worse joke than the first one. So I don't know exactly why my videos stopped getting recommended. They just stopped getting recommended, and now I don't know why. It's kind of looks like a hand, I think. Maybe. Who knows the full like YouTube gods? What do they think? What do they want? Should I rig this hand? I should probably rig this hand. Anyway, I made a hand that's technically a crystal hand. Okay, it's glass, but you can cut me some slack, right? A glass hand. I made a glass hand. Actually, if I do make it like low poly, I can just shade it flat, and it's now a crystal hand. Now I have a crystal hand and a bowl of rice. How am I even begin to try to make something cohesive out of this? Are there any new suggestions? I made the glass hand. I'm actually gonna search the index of refraction of like diamond real quick. Oh, I had this IOR list. Okay. Great. Diamond 2.418. Like an emerald, 1.56. Well, we could try. Apparently the index of refraction I've been using for eyes is not the correct one, and also there are more than one. So what was the value again? ADHD 2.4118 for diamond, kind of 2.4. Let's see, or if I'm gonna make this. You know what? It's actually kind of nice. No color. Wait. I don't know if I'm allowed to append things, but I did make a crystal shader for an unrelated thing, so I'm gonna append it. Where is it? Well, I'm gonna append it anyway for the first time, and then if you want to challenge me more, you can say you're not allowed, and then I can stop, because who knows? I made a lot of things. I don't even remember where it is, but I know I did it. Is it on basilisk thing? Nope, it wasn't there. It wasn't here. Where did I put it? Oh no, it's on the mandala thing. It's on the mandala thing. No, it's too big. Rhombus. My god, I have too many files. No, it wasn't here. It wasn't here. It wasn't here. Where did I put it? What is this? SCP-2853. What? Where did it came? Where does this came from? Well, I'll be damned. I don't know where I put. I don't know. I don't know where I put the crystal shader I had done. It was so cool, but I forgot. So I'm gonna make something else. Let's see if I swap this glass for a glossy. Yeah, it's gonna be. Wait a minute. Is this inverted? It was inverted. God damn it. It was inverted. All this time it was inverted. My special shader. I made a tutorial on this and I still got it and still inverted it. That's such an embarrassment. Let's do transparent 12s as well. Ooh, now it looks like a recursive weird thing. What? Oh yeah, the glossy thing. Yeah. Mix shader again. This shouldn't be 100%. No, I'm letting the glass. So this is the diamond IOR. If I add a diamond here and use this material, it still doesn't work. Also, that was yeah, I got it. Okay, that was what was happening. So apparently a diamond would look like this with this index of refraction. but I want a more interesting shader. I like this like darkness looming in from the sides because of the index of refraction. But let me see. The emerald index of refraction was 1.560, so maybe that. Now it's just gonna make it smaller. Okay. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I'm already getting distracted. I always get distracted. Maybe if I add a volume absorption shader and set it to like blue. It looks like a crystal. Now the only other way to make this look nice is obviously by making everything else shadow caustics receiver, and this a shadow caustic caster. Oh, y-axis. It doesn't work right now because apparently shadow caustics can't be casted by the world. They have to be cast by a lamp. So we add the lamp, click shadow caustics, make this into an area lamp, and immediately we got a freeze. Oh no, it froze. Whatever will we do? We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait a while. Anyway, new suggestions. Yeah, the hand was supposed to be a crystal hand, a glass hand. Did it update? It still didn't update. You should not turn on shadow caustics apparently when you are streaming, because that will happen. Look, I'm moving around. Oh yeah, I forgot. See. I had my challenge overview overlays with like a placeholder text thing that I could like, whoops, nope, that I could like edit here and put like challenge 1 bowl of rice, challenge 2 crystal hand, challenge 3 Gomba? It was a Gomba, right? A Goomba with realistic hands. I forgot about that. So now we have a Goomba with realistic hands to do. That is not directly related to the crystal hand challenge. The others around were mix the other two together, but that's that I will obviously have to do that. So that is the challenge overlays that I completely forgot existed. And I made this. I made this for this stream and I forgot it existed. See? It's a nice overlay. Ooh, look at this overlay. And the render still not done. So probably the only way to fix this is to, yep, if I click, see, That's how Blender 3.3 crashes for me. In the moment I like try to render something that it will take a while to render, it like freezes on the thing, but like the buttons continue working. So in the moment I like choose to go back out of render view, it just freezes completely, and now I can't interact it with anything else, and I'll have to do my restart, my first restart of the stream. Let's close Blender. Hope I saved it. I don't remember if I did. The first time Blender crashed. It's the first time Blender crashed. Woo! First crash of the stream. Let's go. And Blender is just completely out. Let me do a number on my CPU and try to change the window capture to another instance of Blender. A new instance of Blender. Yep, now it closed. Rise challenge! Let's go! Let's see if, yeah, it's working. Okay, so I tried to use shadow caustics and it didn't work. Let's see if I just press F12 if it's gonna do it. Rendering. See? It just works. It looks like it's the first time you try to use shadow caustics, like you turn them on and then it freezes for no reason. Yeah, it's working with shadow caustics enabled. Yeah, and it's only on the viewport when you try to use shadow caustics on the viewport. Look at this awful, horrible render. This is terrible. And all right, it's still rendering. Let me just set up preview render thing to like 32 samples or something. Now, this is supposed to have like shadow caustics on. Let's try to have a dark. And see if they work. I love caustics. I love caustics. I really like crystal things. Whoops. Because they cast caustics. Caustics are amazing, are pretty, are interesting. And apparently they ain't working. Demiclass garage. Whoops, rock generator, no. Let me get it like an icosphere with a glass shader. And then set it. We learn from our mistakes. Set it as a caster as well. And I bet that will work, right? I bet that will work. Kinda? Oh, the table is in the receiver. Damn it. The table wasn't in the list. Let me try to click. Well, still didn't work. You are supposed to be working. Hello? Hello? Where are my pretty beautiful caustics? Where are they? Where are they? Don't know. Actually, legit don't know, and my dogs are making an appearance in the background again. Say hello to my dogs! Okay, new challenge. Did I forgot the... Yeah, I forgot the challenge overlays. Sorry. But anyway. No, I don't want to delete it. New challenge. Challenge 4. Ball of rice with skin shader. Great. Skin. Nice. So bathe yourselves again in the beautiful overlay that I made for you, and I'm gonna not forget to turn it off again. You'll never see it again because I keep forgetting I made this stuff. Okay, this is too chaotic already. Let me just duplicate that in the y direction, y axis. Move that into a new collection, call it skin ball, and I'll try to make this like an organic. I imagine that's what you mean by like skin and wrinkles. So I'm gonna just like subdivide it a bunch and then make some skin like wrinkles and folds. Luckily, I can do this with a mouse because of the amazing cloth brush. Or not. I love this. I just love this brush. I never get to use it, but I love it. I should use the boundary brush actually, but I don't know how to use it, so I'm not gonna use it. Look at this. If there's one thing that I think it's like magic, it's complete and utter like magic, is how like Pablo de Barro, as Pablo de Barro, how he completely changed the way sculpting worked on Blender. 0.05. No, it's too jagged. Okay, fine. Let's go to Lag City. Ooh. The squares need to be consistent. Hoo hoo hoo. I love messing with this brush. Oh yeah, actually, before I do that, let's try to bring it a little bit down with decimate, unsubdivide, chew. Wait, bag of rubber gloves was a challenge. I thought you said it wasn't. Make your dog in Blender. Thanks again, Harsh Paul. So instead of one new challenge, now we got 2 new challenges. None of which are difficult at all. So let's redact this as challenge number 5. Challenge 5. Bag of rubber gloves. Is bag of... It's a bag of rubber gloves. Okay. And challenge number 6. Dog. first. Okay. Bathe yourselves into this amazing 6 challenges on top of each other. And now we're turning off the overlay. So, let's try to speed this up a little bit. And by that I mean spend way too much time trying to decimate this and then trying to sculpt some wrinkles. Should I use the oh yeah, I should use auto masking. Just a little bit. Oh. Just to polish and mesh boundary should do the trick. Gonna make it a little bit more fleshy. Thank you again, Pablo Barro, for this gift that is the cloth brush, because I'll be using it to do the bag of gloves. And also friendly reminder that this will need to be cohesive by the end of the challenge. And if I'm not able to make it like into a single cohesive render, well, I'll have to post a bunch of random things in a single render as a video on my channel, which will for sure like make me lose at least 1 subscriber. I can't speak. At least like 1 subscriber, probably 2 or 4 or 10. You know, every time I post a random video, I lose at least 1 subscriber. Yeah, I know they exist. The people that want me to do a single type of video, and at the moment that they see that I'm not doing that exact video that they want, they just unsubscribe. Those ungrateful pieces of... Ah! This was supposed to be like an ironic joke, but it came out so serious that I can't come back from it anymore. I'm not actually serious about losing subscribers. Will you come? Yeah, that's absolutely what I wanted. Look, now it looks like a clothy, like wrinkly. See, that's why. Oh, God damn it! What are you doing? What are you doing? I'll have to go slow then. Super slow. No, it just stopped. That's fun. Yes, that's the kind of thing I wanted to do. Okay, I guess this is like wrinkly enough. Now, shade auto smooth would help us? Probably not. Would subdivision surface help? Probably would, but it's also gonna crash Blender again. And I didn't save this time. Whoops. 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 That's how you lose your entire project, kids. Come on. Come on. Subdivision surface. Don't let me down. Please. Stream. No. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. No. It's already gone. It's already gone. I can't do anything to recover it. Please don't spend like 5 minutes loading. Why do I do this? I always do this. I always do this. I know this mesh is like 500 million polygons and then I go and I click and I put the subdivision surface on it. Every time. Every time. Why do I do this? Why? I know it's not gonna work. Oh, wait. It did work. You didn't crash! Blender? Are you even Blender? Are you even the same Blender I knew from like 5 years ago? Obviously not. It didn't crash. I can't even. Anyway, let's do a skin material, I guess. The good thing is I can just duplicate that, name it skin. And I didn't name the ball material ball. Good enough. I don't know English. It's not my native language. Okay. If I click the render button, it's probably not gonna work as well. Because I just realized, why do I keep doing this? I just realized that this is still a Caustic's receiver from my earlier and now it's like a million polygons. Oh. Download an auto clicker that presses Ctrl S every 5 seconds. Yeah. My brain already does that automatically for me. I don't need it. Hopefully it crashes in a way that it closes and not crashes in a way that it keeps consuming my resources and doesn't even close. Because that happened before too many times and it's gone. Okay, it's gone. Ooh, it didn't crash OBS. See? Learn Blender, they said. It's gonna be fun, they said. It's free, they said. What can you lose? Okay. I'm back! Hello? Come on! Just load it. Just load. I don't wanna have to append everything to a new project. Please just load. Hopefully I didn't save when it was rendering, because then I would actually have to create a new project. Dog cameo. Oh, it loaded. Great. It loaded. So the thing is, there's a war happening currently on my backyard. There's like birds mating, and every time there's birds mating, the dogs they kind of just get super jealous of the birds because the birds got bitches and they don't. What the fuck? And so they keep like trying to get the birds to leave. Okay, skin material. Let's go for some peachy skin tones. Completely red subsurface. I should also make this. Where is the thing? Uncheck that dreadful box. Thank you. Leave this as 0 in the viewport because right. This is a skin bowl for rice. Now hopefully it won't crash. Yes, it won't crash. So it's already looking terrible. Oh no, this is gonna be so bad with subsurface. Let's input geometry and use pointiness because I like to use pointiness. Convert color ramp. Pull that up a little bit. And now we have a subsurface map. Boom. Ugh, it looks so... Ugh. Fixed radius. Yeah. It looks so... Who would want to be served rice on a skin bowl? Currently, who's winning the war? The birds, of course, because they can fly. They don't care that there's some dogs barking at them. Of course, it's the birds. Birds are cool. But the dogs think they are winning. And so, like a good father, I go there and I ask them, "Are you winning? Are you winning, son?" Okay, skin bowl. Okay, after skin bowl we have bag of gloves, and after bag of gloves we have trying to make a dog. Nothing wrong here. That's definitely not gonna be any hard at all. Vector math. What did I do? Shift A, not Shift S. I always do that. Divide 1.5, I think. No, it's 0.2 and 0.1. Right? Right? Yeah, right. I did this so many times that I already have those numbers by heart. So I think 0.5 would be fine enough. Ugh, it looks like skin. It's a bowl of rice made of skin. Why? Why did I give you all this power? To create abominations like this. I already lost every possible viewer with this bowl of rice made of skin. Okay, so technically, now hear me out. Technically, I don't need the first bowl of rice anymore because the challenge was to make a bowl of rice. This is still a bowl of rice. It's just made of skin. So I'm gonna, for now, hide this in case I need it. But it's gonna be a single bowl of rice. Thank you. I already have way too much stuff. Anyway, bag of gloves. Let's create a cylinder with like 8 sides. I like the number 8, but 6 would probably be better, or like a 12 or something. Because I'm gonna use simulations. Midstream. Nothing can go wrong with using simulations in a stream. Whoops, my CPU will not melt. So this is a bag, or supposedly a bag. Subdivision surface. Yeah, it's gonna work. So the bag, what do you mean depends on whose skin it is? Like, how could this ever be, like, if it's my own skin, okay, I can eat rice with my hands and not like puke. But what do you mean? I can't, even if it's my skin, I can't just randomly eat rice out of a like skin bowl. What's wrong with you? What do you mean depends? It doesn't depend. It's awful every time. It's gonna be awful every time. Okay, so we're thinking of like maybe positioning the camera around here, and I'll have like on its side, I'm gonna just increase the size of this table. I don't need this table because no one said I needed the table. So, and here I'm gonna make this table a collider, of course, and then I'll do something like this. Make it bigger. I should also make this a collider, but I'm scared of what it's gonna do. So instead I'm gonna just delete the subdivision and actually do a decimate modifier probably to create like a collider on its place. Move it to separate collection, because sometimes I remember to do that. The table is technically a collider, so I'm gonna just put it inside. And now, without further ado, cloth simulation. Let's start. Great. And it doesn't work. Okay, let's go to this cloth settings. Bags are usually kind of very light, and I should put something inside of it, because inside of the bag are gonna be like a ton of gloves, probably, because it's supposed to be a bag of gloves. I know, right? Let's play. Kind of works. What about this circle? Oh, yeah, I didn't enable collision, so of course it's not gonna collide. Collisions, quality 4, self collisions. Dangerous territory here. It's gonna start crashing. See? Now that's good. That's actually decent. Let me just duplicate that. Put it after the cloth sim. Look, that's actually like a decent little bag. I should do random or something. Yeah, that's better to visualize on a stream. Do you even do you know why the stream has this like little overlay on the side? It's because my screen resolution is abysmal and it's not even 1080p, so I came up with this to kind of mask that, and then I brought up attention to it, and now you can't unsee the fact that there's a bar on the side of the screen. What do you mean people eat fish skin? It's not the same. It's not the same thing. Okay, I know if you're hungry or like surviving on the woods or whatever, you're gonna eat some things that you wouldn't like even think about in like your cushy home, right? And etc. etc. But the thing is, it's a matter of a principle, right? I mean, eating out of a bowl made of skin, like living skin. This is not like dead skin, okay? This is not like leather. This is skin. What's wrong with you? How can you eat out of something like this? This is like horror movie territory. The battle continues. See, you can even hear the birds. Look. Sometimes you can even hear the birds. The Empire strikes back. The bird empire, that is. Hey! Get out of here. You're gonna trip my microphone and it's gonna fall again. Oh. So inside of this bag, I think I'm gonna cameo from the dogs again. They are really, really mad. Okay. They're really, really mad about the birds having partners. And they. Now, it's not about liking horror or not liking horror. It's about it's a matter of it's a matter of principle. It's a matter of would you would you actually eat something out of a bowl made of skin in any conditions? This sounds like the world's worst like satanic ritual. Shades move. Yeah, they'll keep barking. I think this is good for our bag. I'm gonna just apply this cloth and not apply this subsurf because I can go to whoops, not vertex paint, to sculpt mode and pull this up with the cloth sculpt brush. Now, how will I fill this with gloves is a question that I'm sure I didn't want to answer. So I'm gonna duplicate that and make a glove out of it because it's super easy, barely an inconvenience. I just have to find like where the glove would be. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Okay, let's pretend this is a glove. Because I still have to make a dog. I have no idea how I'm going to make a dog. Whoops. No. Here. Sharp. If you're just joining in, I'm in the middle of a Blender challenge. There's people on the chat keep telling me to do stuff that I not sure if I'm able to do it by the end of the challenge, but I will try. Let's shade it smooth. And this gotta be like a decent glove. I have to instance so many gloves to fill a bag. I don't even know how I'm gonna like position them there. Should I do like a rigid body seam? Make this a collider, and then like a cloth seam with the still not lagging. I think like it's still not lagging. Maybe the stream is getting a few dropped frames. Let me see. 0 drop frames. Well, I'm not streaming at 60 frames per second. I'm streaming at like 30, so it's probably gonna take a while for 30 FPS to drop. But no, Blender's still not lagging. I'm just completely out of ideas for how to fill this bag with gloves. So I think I'm gonna just set a pin on this and try to start the dog. Okay, dog. Let me remind you of the challenges. First challenge, bowl of rice. Second challenge, crystal hand. 3, Goomba. I forgot the Goomba. I forgot the Goomba. I need to make a Goomba. Oh, I don't even remember how Goombas are made. Okay. Bowl of rice made of skin. Thank you, dogs. Oh, okay. The stream kind of flickered for a while. I thought, okay. Okay, bowl of rice made of skin and bag of rubber gloves that I'm ditching right now and making my beautiful dogs. Thankfully, nobody seems to be in the mood to create new challenges for me, so for now, I'm making a Goomba. I don't remember. I'm gonna make it harder on myself and try to make a Goomba out of memory. I haven't played any of the Mario games ever. Like, not a single Mario game. I kind of just remember they are like supposed to be like maybe mushrooms, maybe like pieces of literal literal dung, like doo doo, caca, shit, even. I don't know what they are supposed to represent, but I'm gonna make one based on memory. Like, it's not gonna be as bad. Like, you know what a Goomba is, right? I think I know what a Goomba is. Let's see. You'll see immediately if I get it wrong. See, I already nailed the shape of the head. See? Always have good geometry. This is the shape of like the head of the Goomba. The Goomba? Goomba? Goomba. 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 Did I even write correctly? I don't think I know how to write Goomba. But hopefully it's right. So, it's probably coming as no surprise, but the only game I ever played on my life was like, okay, I played a few besides like Minecraft, GTA, because GTA, everyone and their mom played GTA, and Dark Souls. I'm playing like the entire Dark Souls franchise. And by the entire Dark Souls franchise, I mean Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. And then I'll try playing Elden Ring when I finish Dark Souls 3, which I'm not actually close to finishing because I am a casual. And it takes me at least 5 weeks to beat one of the bosses. I was super happy when I beat the dancer. This is looking this is not looking I should probably get some reference on what a Goomba looks like, but okay, let's try to fix this. It's not fixing this. Okay, so I'm I have to probably look what a Goomba looks like. Sorry, Goomba from memory, not a good challenge. I'll end up being banned. Let's look at images. Oh, see, I was completely wrong in every way possible. Wow. I'm gonna delete this. The Goomba's a fucking triangle. Let me just get a cube. The like I thought that it was like just like a mushroom. But it's more like a trapezoid shaped head or something. Like, what is this shape? I ended up looking at a reference. I'm sorry, but there's no way I was gonna do dogs. Come on. I know you wanna I know you wanna like be part of the video, but you'll get to be part of the stream later. Okay. I'll have to make you in 3D. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. Dark Souls 1 is still the best Souls game. I don't know. I still haven't finished Dark Souls 3, but I really appreciate Dark Souls 3 a little bit. I don't know. I think I appreciate like Dark Souls 3 a little bit more. Just I don't know. I'm a fucking casual, okay? I'm super like the most casual gamer ever. I didn't like how Dark Souls 1 was. Like Dark Souls 1 is easy. Easier? Question mark maybe. But the controls are just it's a little bit too stiff. It's a little bit too like hit or miss for me. And it's kind of except Ornstein and Small. Oh. But yeah, I'm a casual, completely casual. But I keep playing them, which is a testament of how good Souls games are, because I'm the like most casual person on the entire earth. I drop games immediately after like half an hour of gameplay, but I kept like completely like played through the entirety of Dark Souls 1, and I'm like playing through Dark Souls 3 for like almost a year. Okay, I should add another loop. Souls games are good. There's something that just keeps like dragging you back in. It took me like 2 months to beat the Dancer of Boreal Valley. Is it her name? Anyway, now I'm looking forward to the Aldrich, the Saint of the Abyss, the guy. Okay. Now let's add another maybe a cylinder. Yeah, because they do not look phallic at all. They do not look like a phallus at all. They're Goombas. Okay. This is not okay. It's even smaller. Okay. These are Goombas. Okay. Take your mind out of the gutter. I'm not good at modeling. If you haven't figured that one out yet, I'm terrible at modeling. Even worse is sculpting. I just do cool shaders, and that's about the extent of my abilities. And I'm not even great at shading either. It's just mediocre. Okay. Let's try to come up with like a way to. That's gonna hurt. Try to come up with a way to put the eyes in the mouth. Like the eyes, it's easy. You can just add an icosphere. Why icosphere and not UV sphere? Because fuck you. I hate UV spheres. I can mirror. And I forgot that I added it already offset, so I should use this object as the mirror object. And Y as the axis. See? It's coming together. No, it's not. No, it's definitely not. Oh, that's not how a Goomba looks like. Ooh. Oh my god. That looks terrible. Why do I do this with myself? Let's just shade that smooth and maybe add a subsurf modifier. Look at this. This is a disgrace. It doesn't even look like a Goomba. I'm not even a fan of the games, and I'm upset with this desecration of this beloved character. Wait, doesn't it get smashed every time you just jump on it? So I guess it doesn't have like a great reputation that I could smear. And of course I'm gonna go the laziest route possible in terms of mouth. And just do the most awful geometry in the world. See? That's a Goomba, right? It is not. It is so not. I don't have time for this shit. I need to make dogs. Do you even know how to make dogs? If I'm watching a simple character like that, imagine the challenge of doing. Oh, you like my simulations, Rafi? Oh, I forgot. I forgot the challenge overlay again. See? Let me hide it. It hides literally 100% of my screen, and I'm not looking at the screen, so I keep forgetting it on. But thank you, Refi. The reason I do simulations is because they are easier to do than modeling. You just press a button and you wait a lot. Okay, you need some technical knowledge, but you can gain this in like a day. Easy. Whoops. See? It doesn't look like a nightmare at all. Let's game it out reference. Okay. Let's pretend for a second that this is actually a Goomba and not a god-awful eyesore. And let's move on. There's two fangs that should be... Oh, that's this eyebrow. How am I gonna do this eyebrow? Curves. Let's do curves. Okay. Let's draw up. Oh, I don't have my stylus. I don't have my stylus working. So let's add manually a bezier. Ugh. Manual work. So this is supposed to be the like very recognizable and very not wrong Goomba eyebrow. X. And I'm already doing it wrong. But who told me to do a Goomba? I'm gonna find you. And I'm gonna... Well, I can't unsubscribe. I'm gonna do nothing, apparently. Mirror. Using this object as the basis again, and Y, not X. Wait, why isn't it working? Oh, come on. Why? Why are you suddenly not working? Hello? Hello? Whatever. No? Why is Blender like this? Why is Blender like this? I didn't even know with axis with which axis I'm using. So let's just eyeball it and pretend that this is definitely 100% a Goomba and not like a... Thank you, dogs. Thank you very much. And again, why don't you move on the X direction? Huh? Is it because I scaled it? I don't know. It's gonna stay like this. I don't care. Oops. Yep, it's because I scaled it 0 on that direction. Fine. I'm doing it the right way. Cursor to selected, add Bezier. Then add a mirror modifier already on the Y direction. Let me look at... Okay, it turns on the opposite direction. That's why I was thinking it was weird. Okay. Back on track. Back on track. Oh, or not. Apparently not. Keeping your model is not my greatest skill. But I think this is very not okay. This is very, very much not okay. But fine. Someone asked for a Goomba, it's gonna be a Goomba. Even it's the deep web Goomba that we downloaded. There we go. Let me just make it thick. And then I can make that radius like 0. That radius... No. This one would be like... Oops. Subdivide here. That radius should be also kind of big. This a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. increase the clipping distance. And we have something. Is this a Goomba? I don't think so, but I refuse. I refuse to elaborate. Let's see. Maybe another icosphere. Cursor to selected. Let's set your origin to 3D cursor and then add a mirror modifier and a y-axis. Why am I working with the y-axis? I always used x-axis. I don't know, maybe. Stretch cube. What do you mean? Is this a prompt? Is this a suggestion? Is this like another challenge? What? Try what with the stretched cube? Okay. This is kind of maybe almost not a Goomba, but it's something, all right? It's something. I need the little tusks. Let's add a cone. Vertices 6. Whoops. There you go. Let's mirror it as well on the y-axis. Well, he just left a suggestion and completely vanished. All right. Let's see. 407. Oh, right. Oh, we have 1 hour of stream left, and I have to make like a bag of gloves and a hand, and somehow make this cohesive, which of course it's like the easiest task of the entire universe. And also have to make this cool, which is like an even easier task. Luckily, nobody has asked me to do simulations yet. So at least that is not gonna be. And I keep giving people the ideas to like destroy me with, but this is probably not gonna be an entertaining video otherwise. I should have set up some music now that I think about it. I completely forgot that it's possible to get royalty-free music, like playing on the background. It's probably gonna be a better stream experience. The thing is, I don't watch live streams, so who would have known? Yep. There we go. Let's rotate it on the y-axis. And because the origin point is outside of the body, it's not gonna rotate the way we want. But it's gonna be close enough. Fine, let's create like, whoops, first. Let's name it not a Goomba, because it's not a Goomba. Trademark. Watch Nintendo completely nuke this stream out of existence because of this. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them, knowing Nintendo. Because of a lame, completely not a Goomba. Very obviously not a Goomba. No, that's worse. Oh no! No, 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 no. Why am I doing this? Oh no, that looks so awful. That looks so goddamn awful. Ugh. Anyway, thank you whoever suggested this. It's boring. It's awful. It doesn't look like a Goomba. And it's not big. It's definitely not because I lack any sort of skill. I'm the most skilled person on the planet. It's obviously because of your suggestion is trash. Of course not. It's because I don't know what a fucking Goomba looks like. Anyway, brown, a red Goomba, brownish, a little bit, yeah, about right. New material, a little bit less brown, and this is supposed to be black. Even darker brown, new material. Come on, how many materials will I have to create? Something like this. Oh, and the pupils. Puppy. I don't know how to say it. I don't know. My brain isn't working. Don't make fun of me. Actually, do make fun of me, please. Engaging video. Ooh. Let's see. Disconnect. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's here. Damn it. Now this is a new black. Okay, that is the closer I'll get to a Goomba. And the prompt was supposedly a Goomba with realistic hands, but Goombas don't have hands. Yes, you are kind of late. I mean, you were online on Discord like a few minutes ago, so I just assumed you wouldn't join. You're like about 1 hour from the end of the stream late. But you are open to keep suggesting whatever you want until the end of the stream. I'll still have. Let's go. Ball of rice, done. Crystal hand, kinda done, kinda not. Goomba with realistic hands. I'm not doing realistic hands. No way, no way. It's just a Goomba, like a bad Goomba. Ball of rice now has skin. I already did that. The ball of rice now has skin. A bag of rubber gloves. I have the bag, I don't have the gloves. And making my dogs that are conveniently barking on the background. These little devils. These little scoundrels. Making them live. I don't know how I'm gonna model dogs. Please help me. Maybe I should use grease pen. Oh, I can't. I can't even draw them because I don't have my stylus working. Anyway, back to the god-awful Goomba. This is not a Goomba. Select objects. Let's move it somewhere where I don't have to look at it ever again. Out conveniently outside of the cameras. Oh yeah, hey, if you look at this like this, it kind of looks like a Goomba. But when you actually look at it, it doesn't anymore. It just looks like a Goomba in the outline. So I guess I kind of succeeded. Now for the bag of rubber gloves. This is the rubber glove object that I made based on the crystal hand. Since the challenges today are kind of very tame in comparison of the last time, with lots of simulations being constrained to only default cubes and whatever, I don't think it's gonna be super hard. Actually, I think it's gonna be super hard to like merge those things together. There's not a single thing that goes with anything else. There's a bowl of rice made of skin. There's a bag, like a trash bag. Oh, actually, I didn't make a shader for that. Let's make a shader for this real quick. I'm making this a trash bag, so black. A little bit of roughness, maybe a little bit less, and I'm gonna make it like kinda, sorta, maybe transparent or translucent. Let's translucent. I like a, because what I have observed on black trash bags is that they are not actually black completely, and they kind of let some light through. So I'm thinking of capitalizing on that to make a little bit more realistic light bag, trash bag with a noise texture. Noise texture. We love noise textures here, and then we mix between them. Yeah, and then when you look from any side that is not against the light, it just looks like a plastic. And if you look like this, there's a little bit of light coming through, which is cool. Now about making some latex rubber. Now to making some rubber gloves. Yay, rubber gloves. How am I going to do this? Well, you're open to suggest simulations, little Dobby. Dobby? How do you say this? D-O-B? Dob. You're able to suggest. You can't suggest anything until the challenge is over. That's the rules. I'll add it here, and I'll never look at it again because I still have to model dogs somehow. So yeah, you still can. I used one simulation, like a cloth simulation, to make this bag. So technically, there is one simulation. And I think I'm gonna probably use more simulations, making this a collider and making this cloth sim, so I can make a bag of rubber gloves. But that's not gonna work very well at all. Not single-sided, double-sided. Let's think. Rubber. Let's make this rubber. Let's duplicate it. And let's try to rotate them so they kind of align like this. Let's try. Let me delete the second one, and I think I'm gonna create like some sort of pressure. No, not pressure. Internal springs is faster. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. So I'm gonna make this also a collision object, so it collides with other gloves, and then I don't even have to enable self-collision. I can just duplicate. Oh, actually, let me move this to gloves. Gloves D, and let me change the material to the gloves material. Yep, gloves. because it's still with the crystal shader. I should actually do Alt D. Let me see if Alt D even lets you simulate differently. Yes, it does. So instead of Shift D, I should do Alt D. See? It works! I can't believe it actually worked! Oh my god, it actually did work. So let me fill this bag with rubber gloves. Like I have nothing better to do besides filling a bag, like a trash bag with rubber gloves. No, I don't. Will YouTube like the fact that I'm doing lives now? Who knows? I have 2 viewers. Oop. Oop. And now it's time to test it. It's gonna explode. Something's gonna explode and it's gonna just throw them all out. But then I remove that one thing and it's probably gonna work. I just have to apply it and then duplicate it again. It kind of worked. Look at this. It kind of worked. I love when things genuinely, I don't know words. When things like just work. I know this is kind of a meme, but I love when things just work. Let me just apply this. Sing. Yes. Oh yeah, because I used Alt D and I didn't duplicate the single user thing. Whoops. Now I have to click a bunch. Hopefully I didn't forget. No, I didn't forget any. Now, new gloves. Let's position them. I love doing simulations. And my dogs apparently love the war they are having with the birds. So I'll do like a damage report once the war is over and the birds and the dogs' casualties can be measured. But we already know this is gonna be devastating for the economy because of globalization and capitalism. The dogs say they are just fighting for their homeland, but actually they are fighting out of frustration because they're all neutered and the birds can have babies freely. What the fuck am I saying? Why would I try with soft body if using cloth works? Unless this is a prompt. Then I'm obliged to use soft body instead of cloth, even though cloth is working completely fine. Ooh, look, that's actually cool. Should I have kept this for the animation later? Nah, too much stuff. Too much stuff. Okay, let me. I think this frame. These guys are okay. And this guy needs some. Okay. Let's try a different approach then. Let's put it inside. That's what she said. Let's put it inside. YY? XX. Yeah, XX. Although double I seems to work. Let's try this. It's gonna get ejected. Like, just look at it. Is it just me that find this is like actually funny? I don't know anymore. My brain is starting to melt because it's been like 2 hours of stream and all the pent up frustration and anger, it's starting to make me hallucinate. Anger? What anger? Soft body easily simulates latex. Maybe? I don't use soft body, I just use cloth every time because it got more options. And I love having 500 buttons when I only need 2. Hopefully that way we hide. Yeah, that's gonna be a yes for this. And duplicate that first. And then a yes for this. And now I just need one more glove and oops, and the bag of gloves is gonna be complete. I actually thought that this was gonna be so much harder than it was. This was actually painless. Look, I made a bag of gloves using cloth simulation and a little patience, and it fucking worked. I can't you can't believe how stoked I am that this worked without me having to do much. This was painless. I can't believe this was painless. Actually, doing that Goomba was harder. Wow. Blender Cloth Sim really came a long way, huh? Has come. Don't use weird words. Okay. This is the last simulation. Now we just need to go to scoped mode and like make a feel fit inside the bag. There it goes. Oops. Actually, bad idea, bad idea. You go inside the bag. Yes. You go up a little bit. You go down. I think that's acceptable. I used to have tab for like a pie menu, but I'm too lazy to set it up every time I download new Blender. And I only remember that I actually had that option whenever I use tab, and it doesn't immediately gives me a pie menu. Now, I have a bag of gloves. What am I going to do with this? No idea, but look, there's a bag of gloves. They're all white gloves. They're latex. Bag of gloves done! Ugh, Now I just need to model my dogs. Um. Oh, oh! I never. Oh no! No, I didn't do this. I should no. No. Now that's gonna be mildly infuriating. Mildly infuriating. Why did it? It was a whole thing in the start of the stream about if this hand was gonna be left or right hand, and then I completely, totally forgot that to like add a variation, and now they're all left hands. No, that's gonna ruin it for me. No, and I'm not gonna do it again. Sorry. And also, I didn't properly have a subsurface modifier here, so let's add a subsurface here and then like link everything. I'll just try to link modifiers. They already have the same material. No, now you ruined it for me. They're all left gloves. I forgot. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to mirror some of them. Damn it! Now they're all left. This is a bag of left side gloves. Okay, let's own it now. This is a bag of only left side gloves. This should be the last. Control L, link modifiers. And now a bunch of things have subsurface modifier on this. Let's go to shading. Let's create a latex shader. Oh, no! They're all lefties. They're all lefties. I can't believe I forgot about this. They're all left side. No. Roughness high, specular high. Let's shader translucent. Let's add this. Add shader. By the way, you should. Why so bright, son? Why all the sudden brightness? It couldn't possibly be because of the... Okay. They kind of look like latex gloves, but I'm kind of having the feeling that if I change some colors here, they're gonna start looking like something else, and my stream's gonna be nuked. So I'm gonna add some color value variation based on object info, object. Where's the object info node? Object info, random, and let's add some color variation to these gloves before they start looking like something else. Not that it's gonna matter because they're just gonna be transparent. Okay, some of them yellowish, some of them bluish, and some of them like orange-ish. They're gonna be RGB gloves, except not RGB. More saturation. Pink. It was missing pink. Pink always makes things look better. Except when it doesn't. But we don't talk about that. Let's try constant. Yep. Now they look like party balloons. Actually, if I use layer weight and the for now output again, I should only ever make them transparent in the middle, and on the sides they won't be transparent. Something like that. Should they even be transparent? No, they should be kind of transparent, semi-transparent. I don't know. No, they look awful. Ignore that. Let's just keep our scene. Try to make our scene consistent and add dogs. Subsurface won't work in this case because it's... Alright, or will it? Actually, if I change that to Kristen Burley, and then kind of add like a subsurface scene instead of the... Oh wait. Whoop, 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 whoop. What's going on? What's going on? Are you ready to crash, Berlander? You wanna crash? You wanna crash? Huh? Huh? You wanna crash? Tell me to my face. Look at me. Look at me. You wanna crash? You wanna crash? Huh? Huh? Oh, I'm looking at pictures of Goombas again. Close. Eating away my bandwidth.